Hey everybody, Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to give you guys a quick look at the OtterBox Commuter Series case designed specifically for the Samsung Galaxy S3. Now these are pretty hard to come by, and I've been looking for a good case for this phone because, well, it's a really nice phone and I want to protect it, but at the same time still be able to enjoy using it. And as you guys know, in the past I did share a quick look at this flip cover designed by Samsung, which really just protects the screen, allows you to take a call. Otherwise it's just a back door for the S3, which you can buy for about $7, $8, yet this accessory is priced at $40 retail. So really pricey, definitely an accessory, not a case. So to change things up, here's an OtterBox Commuter Series priced at $40. Pretty much gives you that dual layer protection between the silicone interior shell and then, or I should say, silicone skin and then the plastic shell. So two forms of protection, and in my past, at least, use with the Razr, really a rock solid case. OtterBox, fantastic reputation for a long time now, so I don't really need to promote them, not being paid to do so. So basically just showing you the marketing because it's accurate. I mean, everything you see right here is what the case affords you in terms of protection. They do now even include a screen protector, something they didn't do in the past. Verizon still doesn't have these. I was able to get this at a big box retailer. But let me go ahead and unbox it so you guys can get a look at the actual product. And I thought it was important to share because, as I mentioned before, they really are not in stock anywhere. And in my opinion right now, when you get a device like the S3, the most important thing to do is protect it. Of course, there are levels of protection. Some will feel the entire OtterBox line is just overkill, and I understand why. I used to be one of them. I used to exclusively use skins for my phones that I would put on, whether it was Zag or best skins ever. However, I'm at a point now where I don't really want to invest the time, and the OtterBox shells really do a great job. So a little bit of paperwork here on the Commuter Series. Obviously, if you go with the Defender, you'll get matching paperwork. I believe this has to be the shell for the screen protector. Now, I have read some things about the buttons being very stiff on this case, so I'll report back to you guys, obviously, how that works out. But as you can see right now, all of the ports are accommodated and protected, which is one of the nice things that OtterBox always makes sure to do on their cases. So let me see if I can get this out of here without destroying the screen protector, because it seems like things are pretty tight in there to begin with. And that is also one of the pet peeves about using one of these. If you're not going to be constantly removing the phone from the OtterBox, then it's not a big deal. But if you need to let's say, mount the phone in a car dock, then it's not the most convenient case to use, in the least, I would say. So there is their included screen protector, which I'm not expecting anything special here, but if it just fits the actual screen, I'll be impressed that at least they included one that's functional. I'm pretty confident in the Gorilla Glass that the S3 has, so really my biggest concern is not the Gorilla Glass, but the plastic build, because while it's a really light, great handset, obviously the danger of dropping this I do not need to explain. So let's go ahead and get the shell on first, which should be fairly straightforward. Get this backlight off. We'll see how stiff the buttons are pretty quickly. I mean, as far as what I can see right now, there's no question that even just the silicone insert is much more difficult to get onto the phone than the one for the Razr that I had in the past. But there you have it. The silicone is now on. And now the next step, obviously, is getting it onto the shell, which we'll see how easy that is. Hopefully it won't be anything too crazy. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. That tends to be the issue when you're putting these on, is getting the buttons to just get into the plastic mold, and because you're not going to be able to accommodate all of the spots, but usually not a big deal as I smooth this out, or attempt to. It looks like it just popped in. It did, and I think I got it. So took a second there. This looks like it still needs to be popped out, but that's really not a big deal. Otherwise, everything seems to be in order. And there you have it. Yeah, the bottom still not in place. Now I've got it. But as you can see, this was my first time putting it on, so that'll change with time, obviously, but the idea is really simple. Not the easiest experience, obviously, to put on and remove, but once you get it in there, I don't know how many of you will actually be removing it all the time, especially since battery life has been really good so far. As you can see, again, everything's accommodated, as I mentioned earlier, and the protection, at least to me right now, feels really solid. Of course, I'll give you guys further impressions as I spend more time with it, but right now it looks pretty good. I do actually like the way the finish looks overall across the phone, and as far as bulking it up, yeah, it's a really thin handset, so it's one of the few where I can say it's, no bulkier certainly than what the OtterBox turned my Razr into, and the Razr, another extremely thin LTE handset. So anyway, if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them, and of course, as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.